The Significance of Cultural Humility by Julie Mayfield. Cultural humility training and awareness is building workplace equity through our self-awareness of our personal and cultural biases. Through this training, we become aware and sensitive to important cultural issues and trials of others. Cultural competence. Respond to demographic changes in the community. Work towards getting rid of discrepancies in the health status of culturally diverse people. Better the standards of services and outcomes. Meet legislative constitution and facilitation mandates. Provide community-focused service and enhance the environment in the workplace. What is cultural humility? Cultural humility is the capability to focus on others in connection to features of a person's cultural identity that is most important to them. Cultural humility is important to increase the quality of our interactions with others from other countries and cultures through a self-analysis. Cultural humility is self-reflection. This is a process of a self-analysis and self-critique in taking a role of a student that is seeking to shine a light on structural inequalities and diverseness. Self-reflection is only useful when followed by thoughtful action. Part of cultural humility is cultural competence. Gaining knowledge to promote and understanding effective communication and interaction of others from different cultures, having different cultural practices and different worldviews. Sociology of race and ethnicity focus on the concepts of integration, acculturation, and assimilation. In the following slides, we are going to further discuss a study that takes place at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Virginia, about 3 groups that are most recent refugees to come into the U.S. and other settlement countries. In the study, we will have a better understanding of the stressors that recent refugees experience during the acculturative process. J.W. Barrie writes an article titled Immigration, Acculturation, and Adaptation, where he describes acculturation as the changes that occur when two different culture groups come together. This study shows the experiences of refugees from Burmese, Bhutan, and Iraq living in Charlottesville, Virginia. These 3 groups are among the most recent refugees to immigrate to the U.S. The purpose of this study is to promote understanding on the stresses and inconveniences that refugees encounter during the acculturation process. Immigration, acculturation, and adaptation. The immigration of refugees continues to be an international issue in the 21st century. Caring for refugees who have often faced conflict, combat, impoverishment, and societal neglect. Refugees are choosing to come to the U.S. due to their lack of community-based importance in their own countries. J.W. Barrie writes an article and describes acculturation as the changes that occur when 2 different culture groups come together, as we have talked about before. In the study, the word acculturation is used to describe the experience of the refugees as they join American society. A culture of stress indicates the reduction in health due to physical, psychological, and social stressors that refugees experience during their acculturation process. Some of the stresses due to acculturation are language barriers, healthcare needs, lack of, expectations that they have coming over into a new country, the migrating process, the inadequacies they face in Medicaid, the lack of social support, coping strategies, their resources to get help, and financial support. Refugees who have greater social support from family, community, or international programs throughout the acculturation process experience less stress. In the article by J.W. Barrie, he writes about a study performed by the University of Virginia, telling about an international family medicine clinic that was established in 2002 to provide comprehensive care to growing immigrants and refugee populations in Central Virginia. The IRC aids refugees and people whose lives are shattered by conflicts and disaster. The IRC, the International Rescue Committee, resettled close to 2,000 refugees, assisting 150 to 200 new refugees just last year. The University of Virginia International Family Medicine Clinic was established in 2002 to provide comprehensive care to immigrant and refugee populations in Virginia. All refugees receive initial health screenings at local health department. The IRC ensures that all refugees are scheduled to see a primary care physician. The majority of respondents express appreciation for support they receive from the resettlement agency. In conclusion, J.W. Barrie states, "It is our hope that an understanding of the many stressors experienced throughout the acculturation process will enable healthcare providers across the United States to better address the unique medical and social issues faced by our country's diverse and rapidly growing refugee population." Thanks for watching.